Hello student, welcome to digital classes. This video is for class 9, subject is science, and this is the continue of the chapter number 2, and this is the second part of the chapter number 2 basically, and chapter name is matter around us pure. In the previous video means the first video I told you about I explained about the mixture solution, type of mixture, and the property of solution, etc. In this chapter is matter around us. Now I am going to tell you about suspension, colloidal solution, and the properties of suspension and properties of colloidal solution. Then I will discuss about the different process to separate the component of mixture, like evaporation, separating immiscible liquid by frictional distillation, and separation of ammonium chloride salt by sublimation, and the color of dyes by chromatography, etc. Now, suspension. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Example: solution of sand in water, solution of chalk powder in water, etc. A suspension is a heterogeneous mixture in which the solute particles do not dissolve but remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. Particles of a suspension are visible to the naked eye. Properties of suspension. Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. The particles of the suspension can be seen by the naked eye. The particles of the suspension scattered a beam of light passing through it and make its path visible. The solute particles settle down when a suspension is left undisturbed. That is, a suspension is unstable. They can be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration. When the particles settle down, the suspension breaks and it does not scatter light anymore. Now the colloidal solution. What is colloidal solution? The particles of a colloid are uniform spread throughout the solution. Due to the relatively small size of the particle as compared to that of a suspension, the mixture appears to be homogeneous, but actually a colloidal solution is a heterogeneous mixture. For example, milk. Because of the small size of a colloidal particle, we cannot see them with naked eye, but these particles can easily scatter a beam of visible light as observed. This scattering of beam of light is called the Tyndall effect, after the name of the scientist who discovered this effect. Tyndall effect can also be observed when a fine beam of light enters a room through a small hole. This happens due to the scattering of light by the particles of dust and smoke in the air. Now the properties of colloid. A colloid is a heterogeneous mixture. The size of the particle of a colloid is too small to individually seen by naked eye. Colloids are big enough to scatter a beam of light passing through it and make its path visible. They do not settle down when left undisturbed. This is a colloid is quite stable. They can't be separated from the mixture by the process of filtration, but a special technique of separation known as centrifugation, it can be used to separate the colloidal particles. The component of a colloidal solution are dispersed phase and the dispersion medium. The solute-like component on the dispersed particle in a colloid form the dispersed phase, and the component in which dispersed phase is suspended is known as the dispersing medium. Colloids are classified according to the state, solid, liquid or gas, of the dispersing medium, the dispersed phase. Now let us discuss about the example or a common example of colloids. Now the dispersed phase, dispersing medium, type and example. Dispersed phase is liquid, dispersed medium is gas, type is aerosol, example fog, cloud, mist. Dispersed phase is solid and dispersing medium is gas. Again the type is aerosol, smoke, automobile exhaust are the example. Now the dispersed phase is gas and the dispersing medium is liquid. Type foam. Shaving cream is the example. Now dispersed phase is liquid and dispersed medium is also liquid. Example emulsion, milk and face cream are the example. A dispersed phase now solid and dispersed medium is liquid. Type is sol. Milk of magnesia and mud are the example. Now the dispersed phase is gas and the dispersed medium is solid. Example is foam and type is foam. Example is foam, rubber, sponge, pumica, etc. Now the dispersed phase is liquid and dispersed medium is solid. Type is gel. Example is jelly, cheese, butter, etc. Now the last dispersed phase is solid and dispersed medium is solid. Type is solid sol. Colored gemstone and milky glass are the example. Now the question arises, what is Tyndall effect? When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the colloid particle scattered the beam of light and the path of the light become visible in the solution. This effect is called Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect can be seen when the light entered a room through a small hole due to scattering of light by the dust and smoke particles. Tyndall effect can be seen in the dense forest due to the scattering of light by the water droplet in the mist. Now this is 2.3.1 in the page number 19. How can we obtain colored component dyes and blue black ink? Activity 2.4. Fill half a beaker with water. Put a watch glass on the mouth of the beaker. Put few drop of ink on the watch glass. Now start heating the beaker. We do not want to heat the ink directly. You will see that evaporation is take place from the watch glass. Continue heating as the evaporation goes on and stop heating when you do not see any further change on the watch glass. Observe carefully and record your observation. Now the question arises, what do you think has got evaporated from the watch glass? Is there a residue on the watch glass? And what is your interpretation? Is ink a single substance, pure? Is it a mixture? In conclusion, we find that ink is a mixture of dye in water. Thus, we can separate the volatile component solvent from its non-volatile solute by the method of evaporation. It means when we heat the ink in glass, then water get evaporated from there. Now, how can we separate cream from milk? Nowadays we get full cream, toned and double toned varieties of milk packed in poly packed or a tetra packed in the market. Now the activity number 2.5. Take some full cream milk in a test tube. Centrifuge it by using a centrifuging machine for 2 minutes. If a centrifuging machine is not available in the school, you can do this activity at home by using milk churner used in the kitchen. If you have a milk dairy nearby, visit it and ask how they separate cream from the milk and how they make cheese, paneer from milk. Now answer. What do you observe on churning the milk. Explain how the separation of cream from the milk take place. Sometimes the solid particle in a liquid are very small and passes through a filter paper. For such particles, the filtration technique can be used for separate such mixture are separated by centrifugation. The principle is that the denser particles are forced to bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. It means the cream is lighter particle, so when we churn it, the cream comes at the top and the liquid collect at the bottom. Now the application which use centrifugation for the process used in diagnostic laboratories for blood and urine test, used in dairies and home to separate butter from cream, used in washing machine to squeeze out water from the wet clothes. Now how can we separate a mixture of two miscible liquid? Now activity number 2.6. Let us try to separate kerosene oil and water using a separating funnel. Pour the mixture of a kerosene oil and water in a separating funnel. Let it stand undisturbed for some time so that the separate layer of oil and water are formed. Open the stop cork of the separating funnel and pour out the lower label of water carefully. Choose the stop cork of the separating funnel as the oil reaches the stop cork. Because the oil is lighter than water, so when we leave the mixture undisturbed, the kerosene oil comes at the top of the water. By using the stop cork, we allow the water to come out. When the level of kerosene reaches to stop cork, we can stop it. We can use the separating funnel to separate the two miscible liquid. Miscible means the liquid which do not mix with each other. Now the application which use separating funnel to separate the substance. First, to separate mixture of oil and water means immiscible liquid. In the excretion of iron from its ore, the lighter slag is removed from the top of this method to leave the molten iron at the bottom in the furnace. The principle is that immiscible liquids separate out in the layers depending on their density. We have learnt in the chapter number 1 that ammonium chloride changes directly from solid to gaseous state on heating. So to separate such mixture that contains a sublimable volatile component from a non-sublimable impurities, salt in this case, the sublimation process is used. Some example of solid which sublime are ammonium chloride, camphor, naphthalene and anthracene. So sublimation is used for separating substance which sublime on heating, means the substance directly change from solid to gaseous state. Now is the dyes in black ink a single color? Activity 2.7. Take a thin strip of filter paper, draw a line on it using a pencil approximately 3 cm above the lower edge. Put a small drop of ink, water soluble, that is from a sketch pen or fountain pen, at the center of the line. Let it dry. Lower the filter paper into a jar, gas, beaker, test tube containing water so that the drop of ink on the paper is just above the water label, and leave it undisturbed. Watch carefully. as the water rise up on the filter paper? Record your observation. Now answer. What do you observe on the filter paper as the water rise on it? Do you obtain different colors on the filter paper strip? What according to you can the reason for the rise of color spot on the paper strip? The ink that we use has water as the solvent and the dye is soluble in it. As the water rise on the filter paper, it take alongs with its the dye particles. Usually a dye is a mixture of two or more color. The color component that is more soluble in water rises faster. In this way the color gets separated. The process of separation of component of a mixture is known as chromatography. Chroma in a Greek means color. This technique was first used for separation of color. So this name was given. Chromatography is the technique used for separating of those solute that dissolve in the same solvent. With the advancement in technology, newspaper techniques of chromatography has been discovered or developed. You will study about chromatography in higher classes also. Now the application which use chromatography to separate colors in a dye, pigment from natural color, drugs from blood, etc. Now distillation. This method is used for separating a mixture of miscible liquid by boiling the mixture and cooling and condensing the vapors. Simple distillation is used for separating a mixture of two miscible liquid having significant difference in their boiling point. Example, if a mixture of acetone and water is heated in a distillation apparatus, the acetone, which has a lower boiling point than water, first boils and cools and condenses and is separated from the water. By the distillation process, we will get pure water. Means first we boil the water in beaker, then the vapor passes through the delivery tube and collected in another test tube, and water collect in another test tube do not contain dissolved salt in it, so that water is a pure water or a distilled water. I hope everyone could understand what I taught in this video, and if the student would not able to understand after watching this video, they will collect their doubt and ask in the class. If they don't want to ask in a class, they will ask between 5 to 8 from Monday to Friday. Please clear your doubts and make a note on this.